Hello and welcome to On Your Lane. This is the best place for you if you're an ambitious person who wants to live a significant life. You want to make income and make impact. And today we're going to talk about the biggest investment that will yield the highest return. Yes, it's investment in you. We're going to talk about why everything is really truly about you. When I say that, I don't mean like everything should center around you. Everything is about you in a selfish kind of way where you're like, oh, serve me, serve me. Not really. What I mean is everything you achieve in life, everything you can be is dependent on you. So look at it this way. When God created you, He gave you the capabilities, the visions, the potential. You already have that. But its fulfillment, though, depends on you. What you do with your life, where you want to go, what really you do with your time. I was laughing really hard the other day when somebody was referring to social media. They were like, oh, in the past, when I wanted to waste my time or waste my life, I needed to get out of my house, maybe find a bar, get drunk, or do some naughty things with some naughty kids. Like, it needed effort. Right now, you could just be on your bed and say, take my life, social media, take my destiny. It's too easy. It's too easy. So I just want to tell you that you are valuable, you are worthy, you can achieve the things that you envision, but it's really, really up to you. Because sometimes when we're talking about success, we're talking about making progress, making money, making impact, we can think, oh, I'm not getting the help, I don't have investors, I don't have the support, I'm not getting the promotion, I don't have that circle. We can say everything else, but I really want to tell you that if you can invest in you, you will yield the highest return ever. So what should you invest in? Number one, invest in your faith. Yep. If you're going to build something, you're going to need faith. Because building means you're creating something that didn't exist before. It means you're maybe changing something that existed before. You're doing something different. And to do something different, you can't just say, I'll just do it. And then wind comes, rain comes, storms come, and they're challenging you. And you're like, you know what, I quit. You will not build anything in that mindset. So you need to have faith. Faith is the ability to see what you don't see. Faith is being confident in the things that you can only hope for. Seeing something in your head and knowing it will happen. And you going on that knowing, like you have no certificate to prove it. You have no record to prove it, but you're so confident in that knowing that you start changing your life to align with it. So I would say faith is like when you believe that I will get this degree and you enroll. And you apply and you register. You're taking steps because you believe you will get that degree. Nobody really sets out to say, I won't get that degree, I will fail, but I will enroll anyway. Not really, unless you really just want to waste life. Most of us have a certain amount of faith in the things that we're doing that allows us to take action towards it. Now, if you want to do great things, you will need a greater faith. I know if you're a Christian, all you need is a mustard seed faith. But what I mean is, if you only believe for the basics, you won't get the abundant. So you have to believe bigger. You have to intentionally cultivate your faith. Your faith will do things for you. Your faith will have you standing boldly before people you're not qualified to talk to, and you will speak with confidence. That is faith. So where do you get it from? You get it from feeding your mind right. You get it from reading the Bible. You get it from building yourself, your inner self in your private life. Because faith does amazing displays of awesomeness in public, it's almost tempting to think it was built in public. Like, oh, suddenly she's this amazing. Oh, suddenly he's this glorious. Oh, suddenly he knows what to do. She knows what to do. No, faith is built in private. So you would have to check what you're doing in your private time. If what you do is telling social media, take my destiny away, and you're exploring and laughing hours on end, you're not building your faith, you're building your maybe joy, I don't know, your happiness or your chill, whatever it is. In the time when an opportunity comes up and you need to step up in faith, you have nothing to lean on. So take time to intentionally say, I'm going to read something that builds my faith. I'm going to read something that builds up my skill. I'm going to connect with somebody that stretches my knowledge, that stretches my belief, so that you then intentionally are building that faith So much so that when the opportunity comes, and it always does, you're not hiding away and being timid. You're rising up and you're speaking up and you're saying what you need to say, or you're showing up and displaying whatever you have been working on in private. So please, first and foremost, build your faith. The second thing is you have to build your self-worth. That means you have to have a positive perspective, a positive view of yourself. You know how sometimes you can see yourself as less than? Like you come to a room and you're like, I don't deserve to be here. Like if you operate from that kind of space in your life, like you don't deserve to be here, you have nothing to offer. What can you do? What can you say? Why would you want to be with me? I don't bring anything. I'm worthless. And different traumas in our lives can lead to those kinds of opinions. But if that's where you're operating from, that's what you get from life. People see you and treat you the way you treat yourself. People see you and treat you the way you perceive yourself. So if you perceive yourself as worthless and someone sees you and says, hey, this person is worth much more, they will abuse you to take advantage of you. So you want to have a positive view of yourself. We have gone through different challenges. Other people have gone through traumatic things. Get your healing. Don't sit there and just say, this is how it is. This is how it's been. You are still alive right now. You're still well today. Get your healing. Pursue your healing. Come to God. Seek counsel so that you can move away from a place of hurt, from a place of sabotaging yourself by thinking you're not worth anything, and develop a positive mindset, a positive view of who you are, what you carry, what value you bring to the table. Because that person looks different, eh? The person who knows they bring something to the table, the way they carry themselves, the way they speak to you, it's different. You treat them right, you treat them better. And because you're treating yourself that way, the people you attract into your life are not the people who are thinking, I'll just trick them and abuse them. The people who are coming out of respect of what you carry, out of respect of you. And that's what you want in your life so that you can go further. So how do you build your worth? Surround yourself with the right people, first of all. If everyone around you confirms that negative thing, like, oh, you're worthless. And it's so crazy how family can be the people who are pointing out those kind of things all the time, making you feel smaller and smaller. Detach yourself, reduce the time you spend with people like that. That will help you. Get the counsel, I say, get counsel. Somebody who is equipped to help you, to support you on your journey. And also admit these things to yourself. Admit that this is what I think, this is how I feel. I want to get out of it. That's how you will build your worth. Again, knowledge is key. So getting books, getting into like platforms, conferences where people are just encouraging and allowing you to be you, celebrating the type of person that you are. Get yourself in those environments and you'll be surprised over time. And also be patient with yourself through that process. You don't want to say, I went last week and that's it. No, give yourself time over and over so that you can heal and you can build your self-wealth. What else should you invest in? Your attitude. This is your mindset. This is how you operate, right? You can be a brilliant person, but if your attitude sucks, nobody wants to work with you. I was reading something and different managers were told, how about you get a brilliant person with a salty attitude or an average person with a great attitude? Most of them chose an average person with a great attitude because you can do much more with a great attitude than with a negative one. You repel people. Imagine somebody sent by God himself to help you. And there you are with your salty attitude. And they're like, you know what? I need to stay away from this person. So you repel a lot of people, positive people, people who can help support, people you can grow with, people you can connect with a bad attitude. So the mindset, the attitude, be more open to ideas. Don't be domineering. Yeah, that was how I used to be in the past, where I think I know everything, so I'll dominate this conversation and everything like that. It doesn't get you anywhere. You don't learn anything new. So you go into a conversation knowing what you know. You come out of it knowing what you know. When you go into a conversation and you listen, you know what you know, but now you know extra. And everyone has something to offer you. So when you have a good attitude, you're always learning, you're always improving, and you'll be surprised what people carry that can open different doors in your life. Different doors, not just for money and success and what, but even for laughter and for connection and just for great experiences. So have a great attitude, invest in that. And how do you do that? I would say get in touch with 3 people in your life. 3 people, someone you work with, someone who's family, and someone who's just a friend. Okay? There should be people who can be honest with you and ask them to be honest with you. They should tell you 3 things they like about you and 3 things they don't like about you. And then when you hear that, don't defend and say, how can you say you don't like this? That's not true. It's because that day. No, just listen and take that feedback and work on it. They will tell you things that you need to work on. Because sometimes you have a salty attitude and you're justified, you're giving yourself excuses, whereas everyone else is experiencing it and they're running away from you. So invest in that. Invest in changing, growing, learning. How can you overcome? Maybe you are an emotional person, you just react and whatever. There are books written by amazing people about how to manage your emotions, how to get rid of procrastination, how to listen to others. We can all learn, we can all grow, and therefore invest in that change of attitude. Never be that kind of person who says, this is the way I am. This is the way I am will keep you stuck. You don't want to be stuck. So if changing is what you need for you to move forward and achieve the big things you have, change. By all means, change. Another thing, invest in your ability, in your skill set. Ooh, you should have told me that 10 years ago. Because I was an accountant in an office, didn't want to be an accountant, was not investing in anything. Like, so what is your way out? What is your story? If I was asked that question and I was like, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, then wise counsel should have taught me that then start investing in things that entrepreneurs need to succeed. You get it? There's always some skill set you need to learn. If you are happy where you are a journalist. What makes a great journalist? What kind of journalist do you want to be known for? Invest in that. Get skill set. And sometimes when they say invest in your ability, people think, well, I need to get a degree. No. Skill set can be you getting online and subscribing to a YouTube channel that teaches how to write. You subscribing in your grammar as a writer. You subscribing to something that teaches you how to speak in public. Like just becoming better and better and better so that you can do what you do better. Right? So invest in your ability. Your ability will open doors for you. Have you seen somebody who is amazing in their ability? They will serve kings, not mere men. That's a scripture. I saw it and I was like, this is so true. If you're going to serve and get higher, serve like big important missions and stuff like that, which is what we all want. We want some relevance in life, some significance, to be part of a bigger thing. Then your ability has to speak for you. People shouldn't have to say, but she will learn, she will grow. No, people should be like, okay, she has a great attitude, her ability is good, and it will get better, and so we don't want her to leave. Do you know those people who are working in an office and they're thinking they want to change jobs and the company won't let them go? Like people have a meeting to say, how can we keep this person? Because they think this person's ability is amazing. So many of the battles we fight, looking for promotion, looking for like our businesses to grow, they point to lack of ability in sales, lack of ability in customer care. That's a big one for most people who are doing business. Lack of ability in finance and stuff like that. Things you can actually learn and make yourself better, more marketable, more valuable to your different spaces. So please invest in your ability, your skill set. And because of the internet, you can just Google and you'll find blogs, you'll find videos, you'll find free courses, you'll find paid courses, you'll find so many resources just designed to help you attain that specific skill set that you desire. So there's no excuse. The last thing you should invest in is invest in your peace. Success with turmoil is, for me, I'll say, pointless. Invest in your peace and joy. Invest in understanding what you're working so hard for. You don't want to arrive and then wonder, what was this? What was I working hard for? Was this it? Was this all I gave myself up for? Is this what I gave my life up to? Like, you don't want that. So pause and say, what gives me peace? What gives me joy? For others, it's family. For others, it's helping the needy. For others, it's giving to whatever causes. Don't just be a person who is just like, your life is small, it's just about you. Expand yourself, stretch yourself, and find out what brings you joy, what brings you peace. It might be waking up so early in the morning and looking at the sunrise. Other people like that, and it brings them such joy and such peace. Other people go for walks in nature. Like, just do something that makes you find rest, makes you excited. It doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to be like, I go shopping, whatever. It has to be something that is grounding you. So invest in that, understand yourself. And I think for me, I learned over time that I did not know myself enough to understand what gave me peace. Waking up early and being in nature, watching sunsets, those are things that I actually love. And I think I should do more of it. But I never really spend time in doing that. I just thought I was a city girl who loved city, who loved noise, who liked all that. But I like that. It gets me in a reflective gratitude zone, which is totally amazing. So invest in your peace, in your joy, understand it, and do more of it. Do more of it. It will fire you up for the things that you need to be doing on a daily basis. Ultimately, we're investing in you because you have to become better. When you become better, the world around you becomes better too. The opportunities that come to you become better, and you become the kind of person that just is a light, a blessing. And that is a way to actually lead you to success. That's how you find success. When you're becoming such a light that people are like, come here, work with us, come here, help us. We want to shop in her business, and whatever it is that you desire. When you become better, things around you will begin to improve. Your prospects, opportunities, options will begin to improve. So let me know in the comments, how are you going to invest in you today? I'd like to know. I always love to hear from you. So drop me a comment right there. Let's also connect on social. My name is Mavis Tandizo Kanjata across most of the social media platforms. There are links in the description that will lead you to me. And if you're truly serious about investing in yourself, I'd like to invite you to check out the Circle of Greatness. It's my signature program that allows you to cultivate who you are, sharpen who you are so that you can become a force to reckon with and become successful, joyous, and more fulfilled in life. It is an amazing 8-week program. It will transform your life. Check it out in the description box. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. Why aren't you subscribing? Why aren't you sharing? Why aren't you liking? Let's grow this tribe so that we can make the impact as well and others can be epic in their lives as well. I will see you next week. New videos come up every Tuesday, so stick around and let's grow together. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.